Should you watch Russian shows with English subtitles or Russian subtitles? I get this question all the time from my subscribers, and today I want to break down exactly what to do, because this single decision can make or break your motivation to keep watching Russian content. Now, let me start with a personal example. When I first started watching Russian content, I tried jumping straight into Russian subtitles. I remember sitting there watching a Soviet movie and just pausing every 2 seconds, dictionary in hand, trying to look up every single word. And you know what happened? I gave up after 20 minutes because that's not how you want to spend your Sunday afternoon. So here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to know about watching with English subtitles. First of all, it's not cheating. Your brain and ears are picking up on so many cues from the Russian audio, even while you're reading English subtitles. Think about it. You can easily watch 6 hours of Russian content with English subs on a lazy Sunday and compare that to spending 20 minutes with a Russian grammar book before you get tired. At least I do. Which do you think will give you more exposure to the language? But what about Russian subtitles? Well, there's something really powerful about seeing and hearing the same content in Russian. For example, let's say you're watching a scene where someone asks for their glasses, to see. You hear the word очки. You see it written in the Russian subs, and you see the action happening on screen. So now you have 3 different ways your brain is processing this word. You see the action, you hear the word, and you read the word. So the next time you hear очки in a Russian lesson or dialogue, you'll think, oh yeah, I remember that from the show. By the way, if you quickly want to upgrade your Russian vocabulary, download my cheat sheet of 750 Russian English cognates for free in the link in the description. Okay, so here's my practical advice for different levels. For beginners, start with English subtitles, focus on enjoying the content, don't worry about understanding everything, and just focus on letting your ears get used to the Russian sounds. And choose shows with clear dialogue. Okay, for intermediate learners, try switching to Russian subtitles occasionally. Start with shows you've already watched. Don't feel bad switching back to English if it gets too hard. And for advanced learners, stick to Russian subtitles, try watching without any subtitles occasionally, and just enjoy your skill level and watch whatever you want. And one cool thing about using Russian subtitles is that it opens up so many more viewing options. You can start watching native content on Russian platforms. And with the improving quality of AI subs, you've got even more choices. But here's what's really important. This should be fun. You want to create an emotional connection with the language. When you're invested in the characters and story, you're more likely to keep watching. That's why I tell my students, if you're pausing every couple of seconds to look up words, you're doing it wrong. So for the beginners out there worried about wasting time with English subtitles, stop worrying. You're still training your ears to recognize Russian speech patterns, intonation, and common phrases. And you're more likely to stick with it if you're actually enjoying yourself. So think about upgrading to Russian subtitles like leveling up in a video game. Don't rush it. Start with English subtitles. And when you feel comfortable, try a few minutes with Russian subtitles. If it's too hard, just go back to English. No pressure. Now, if you want to speed up your progress while watching shows, I recommend combining it with structured learning. My course, Russian Conversations Unlocked, helps you build that foundation so you can understand more of what you're hearing in shows. But whether you use my course or another learning method, the key is to make watching Russian content a regular, enjoyable part of your routine. So tonight, instead of watching your usual Netflix show in English, why not try a Russian series? Start with English subtitles, get comfortable, and remember, you're not just entertaining yourself. You're training your brain to process Russian naturally. So, what's your favorite Russian show? Let me know in the comments. Пока.